Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel and today's daily, which is Tents and Trees. And if you didn't know it, it is Christmas morning. So Merry Christmas to everybody out there who, whether you celebrate it or not, hope you're having a great day. Hope you have a good day coming up and get to have some fun today. So with that said, let's get into this guy. We've got a bunch of stuff to do today. So we're going to kind of try to do as much as we can. I think we're going to do a little bit special. We're going to start with I can't even talk today. The little intro thing here. And then we're just going to try to bust through every single one of these. We'll probably do everything except for this very last no grass one because there's a big boy in there. So let's get ready. Let's go. All right, let's see what we can do now. Let's just kind of bang through these as quickly as we can and see what kind of speed we can get through today. Not that they were necessarily rushing, but no, not you. But we want to try to do as much as we can today. It's a day off. It's time for joy and all that kind of good stuff, and supposed to be able to enjoy ourselves. So let's do that. All right, let's get all this stuff in here. You go there, you and you. And of course, this is just a little warm up. So there are actually some pretty big puzzles in this one as well. So we'll have to work through those. Get rid of all you. I've always kind of considered just doing a speed run of some of these things and talking less and just doing more, because I'm sure I can get through these a little bit quicker if I'm not commentating and all that. But it'd be kind of boring, I think, to just be sitting here with me just clicking on buttons and nothing really being said. So anyway, just thoughts, random thoughts that happen. But anywho. What else we got here now? You have to be in. That's going to force you, which forces all of you guys. Gets rid of all of you. It pushes you in, and you. Very good. Should only take a couple minutes to get through all these guys. So let's get rid of all these. Any big plans today for anyone? I'm assuming if you do actually celebrate the holidays, you're most likely, if you are able to, going to see some family. We're heading over to my wife's sister's house today to celebrate our Christmas. It should be fun. Get to see the nieces and all that, and they're always a joy. You guys are there, you're out, you have to be in, you're out, you're in, you're in. So that'll be fun. Alrighty, one more to go, and we should be out of this little intro section, and then we can just get moving. You are not supposed to be clicked, so get out of here. You guys all go away. One of you two, so you're out. This guy's in, and this guy here has to be in. That's going to set off a bunch of stuff, so let's just hit those and get going. Out. Oop, nope, I misclicked something back here. I think I had a... You were done. What did I misclick? You're done, you're done, you're done. You couldn't be in, you guys are. Huh. Curious. I think you had to be in. I think I didn't just click on this guy. I think I tried to get on him and he just didn't work. I thought that was the case, but I wanted to go back and look to make sure that was true. Now, if we come back through here and we've got a big old mistake, we're going to find out pretty quickly, aren't we? You two are in. Yeah, it was just that guy right there. I think I triple clicked on it or just single clicked it when I meant to double. So, all right, those are all the intros. Let's get into this guy here. And like I said, there's a ton of these guys in here, so we're going to try to run through all these. We may or may not get to as much as we want to, but we're going to try it. All right, didn't mean to click on you. Let's get rid of all these guys. And I think this 5's going to, yeah, we're good with the 5, so let's hit those. Then we'll get rid of all this stuff. You have to go here. You. Go away. Thank you. You guys are all done now. You're done. You are actually out, so you're in. You have to be in. All these can go away. One of those two, so you're out. Do we have more on this 5 we can do? Yeah, one of each of these, so you're in. You are out, you're out, you're out, you're out, you're in, you are, you, corner, no go, in. And you to finish. The 4 is finished. You there, you there, you there, you there, so you're out of here. I think this guy says you can't be in, so let's get rid of all those. The 2 is just done. The 3 is just done. That should finish this 2 off as well. It does, and it's going to get us the rest of these guys, or at least some of them. Let's go over here and click on these guys where we're here now. This guy has to be in. It's going to finish you. Put both of you in. That you're done. You are, and you, and you. There we go. First one of this 14x14 is done and dusted. Let's keep rolling. All right, well, we've got a bunch of 0s. That's good. And we have a bunch of 6s and 5s. So those should all be very helpful. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just pop those all. The 1 is just done, so hit him, get you out of here. All this stuff can go. You're in, you. Nope, I messed it up. I think I went a little too quickly on one of those. Again, trying to be quick about some things sometimes bites you in the butt. Yeah, this guy was in, so I probably just had another misclick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was correct. I think I must have messed up one of these guys here. You have to go in, you have to go in. You were there, you were there, you were there. You had to be in. You. Yeah, I misclicked this guy right here. That's what the problem was. Again, moving a little too quickly and then just accidentally either double click, triple clicked it, or just hit a single click when I was trying to double. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's keep rolling. Get all these guys out of here. You go away. 2 of those. You. That finishes the 3. One of those 2 is in. These are corners. That's a corner. You're out. You're in. You. 2s and 3s are done. You can never be in. You guys are never in. You. Good. This 4 is good to go, so let's hit those. Let's come back over to the 6, because you have to be in and you have to be in. This has to be the 1, you have to be in. The 3 is done. The 4 needs you. You have to go there. One of those 2 will finish the 4. The 1 is done. So you, and you finishes you, puts you in, and you in. Very good. First pack done. Well, second pack technically if we count the intro. Now we're starting to get a couple big ones. It does get a little bit lesser than we get down to there, but there's still tons to do. So let's start on the edges. You can't be in. See if we can get something off this 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, not even close. We might have to start cleaning up, but let's try to stick to edges for a second. 6, not you. Or try to find something in the middle here. No. Get rid of all this stuff. 1, 2, 3. This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there we go. So put these guys in. Hopefully that starts setting off a chain reaction. And we know anything that's touching both of these guys is going to go. Most of that stuff was just garbage anyway, but you have to be here. That's going to force you and you. Yep. Okay. And let's just keep cleaning up because there's a ton of cleanup on this guy. All right. Let's see what else. Let's get all of this stuff out of here. You're a corner. You guys there, you're a corner, which forces you 2 to be in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy's at least down far enough now where we can start clicking away some of this stuff. Yeah, don't know if we can do you. Let's keep moving. Not you. Nope, not you. What else? What else? Once we get this good, we should be okay to now just kind of roll with this. So let's start looking. We hadn't looked top to bottom yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. That's not helpful. Again, we said these guys couldn't be in anyway, just didn't finish that work. The 3, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You and you can't be in. We're just going to start a little bit of a chain reaction here. Get rid of those guys. Don't think we can say more about those. At least not at the moment. What else can we do? Keep checking across the lines. I think we can do some work here because these all have to be done. There we go. Just had to find, again, the right place to look. It's usually the way it works. Which means finishes you. Now I said you were there, you were there, you were there. You. Yep, you had to be in. One of those two will be in. Okay, let's see. What else now is opened up for us? And we know it's one of you and you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you guys are all out. You, and you could never have been in anyway. And it doesn't quite tell me what those are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on you. Not helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I didn't think it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. You can't ever be in. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not quite enough there. 2, 3, 4. Okay. We've got to stop for a second and see what it is we can find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we get rid of these, that 1, 2, 3. No, that won't. Okay. You can't be in. You're always out anyway. We might have some more of that cleanup stuff that I just haven't finalized yet here too. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2s. Okay, what is it that I'm not seeing? Hate to get slowed down on today, but it is what it is. We've got to do what we got to do, right? Where is this next move? Booba-dooba-doop. And we know one of those. And only okay, we could do more with this 5. I just didn't follow it through. Only 2 of these can be in, and then only one of those can be in. So that's only 3 right there. So these 2 have to be in. Did that tell me much of anything? I don't know that it did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It gives us a couple more to remove at least. And what else? What about you? No, you could still be in. I think. Actually, no, you can't. Because if we were to put this guy in, he has to go to this guy, and then this one has to go here. That'd be a 3 spot, so you're out. Again, these are minor little things, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just enough to get us into this 6 now. That's what we needed. Got all 3 of you. That puts you here. Get rid of all of this. Put you in. Get you here, here. You guys are out. You're out. You are out. So you're in. Beautiful. That's going to set off a lot of this stuff. Or at least a decent bit of chain reaction. You can't be in, so you and you have to be. That pushes you and you and you. Which also means, yeah, you. Good. All right, now we've got some stuff we can clean out of here. So let's do it. Those are all good to go. You can't ever be in. One of those 2 is. The 1 is done. Let's see what that gives us. There's probably more stuff in the middle of here, like this 2 is also out. That's a corner piece. You have to be in. So you and you now have to be, which forces both of you. No, that 4 wasn't quite done. The 3 is done, though. That finishes that 4. This 3 is done. This 3 is done. Get all these guys in. That forces you to be done. 5 has to be finished. 3 is done, so you have to be in, and you do as well. What else? The 5's done, so both of you are in. This 2 has to finalize. That 2 needs one more. We're at the 6. 3, 4, 5. Nope, one of those 2. What about the 3? Nope, one of those 2. You can't be in though, so that forces you. That's going to tell us what these do. And then this has to be the final one there, and then you and you. There we go. Very good. Let's move on to the next level. I think this is the largest one, a 20 by 20. So we got 9 down here, so let's start there. Should be able to pull something from that, because you have to just be in anyway, which means you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, that's what I figured. All of those go in. You guys come out. You have to be here, which is going to force all of you guys to be in. Get rid of those. That forces you. That's a corner. That's a corner. You guys can all go. Can we get in a 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite, but we can get rid of you. There's probably more stuff we can do going up and down here, like this 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I guess we can get rid of some options. It's better than nothing, right? And then we can also start to do a ton of cleanup here as we move through. That's a corner piece. All of these are out. Let's do a little more cleaning, I guess. Corner, corner, corner. And then we'll come back and look at these. See if we can get a better stranglehold on this thing. You're out. Okay, let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite on you yet. Again, we still have a ton of stuff we can get rid of here. I'm just trying to skip around a little bit. No. You can't be in, which starts you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. No. No, not you, you. No. Okay. Let's see. What else can we now do? Just need to try to find the one little in spot, and then we'll be good to go, I'm sure. And if we don't see anything here in a second, we'll go back and be a little bit more methodical. 6, you 2 can't be in, which means you and you are in. That has to go there and there. That's a little something now, at least. Okay. There's a couple more spots of cleaning we can do here as well. You can't ever be in. That's probably the better place that we should have seen earlier. That's going to set off a couple of things. Okay. What else did that now do? Do we have anything else in some of these other guys? I don't quite see it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the 6 is now good to go. That's what we needed to see. All of these can go. You're out, so you have to be in. One of those 2 will finish. This 3 says you are in, which finishes that 6. Good. That means you're there, so you're out of there. What about this 4 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not quite. But you here have to go, so that's something. This 3 going across, I just noticed, is done, which means you can't be in, so both of you are. Okay. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, not quite on you. Keep checking back across the lines. 3, 4. You can't be in. Actually, I see it given right here. It's going to tell us some things. Good. You're a given. Good, good, good. 3 guys. Yeah, that's cool. That's there. You're there. 2, 4, 5. Okay. What else we got? One of each of these is in, so you and you are out, which is going to force some more work that can be done. Good. 3 is done. That's going to get us some more. What about this 4 now? Yep, we can do some work with it. One of those and one of those. 3, not quite. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can't be in anymore, so you have to be. You can't be in, so you have to be. That finishes our 5. We know one of those 2 is done. This 4 is done, so let's put you in to finish that 5. The 2's not quite there. The 3 is done now. One of you 2 has to be in, and then you have to be the other one, so we can finish those off. 4, one of those. Okay. Let's find some other guys. Maybe there's 6 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 2 can't be in. And I think there's still options there. What else? What else? 2, 3, you. What about this guy? Yeah, here we go. This 5. That finishes that 5. Now you have to go there, you are there, you are there, so you have to be here. That's going to force these 2. Perfect. That finished you. One of those guys there. Keep cutting across. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 2 are out, which means this 2 is the last one, and that's going to give us the rest of this 7. Put you in. You're out. This is the last of the 2s. That forces you guys to be done. That finishes that 7. Good. One of you 2. What about this 6? 3, 4, 5, 6. Pick up sticks. You're out of here. You're in. You, and you. And what about the 8 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, the 8 is good to go. So let's put those there. This is the last of the 3. You have to be the last of the 4. You're done. You have to be in. You. Click, click, click. You. 7, 5, and 6. Good. All right, there's that pack done. Let's keep going. We're going to be probably a little bit long today, but that's fine. I kind of knew that going into it, what we were going to pick up. So, like I said, it's a day of just having some fun and doing whatever the heck we want. So we're going to do that. We're just going to keep going until we decide we don't want to go anymore. So let's keep getting all this stuff out of here, and let's now start to really break this thing down. You and you are out. And what else can we now say? Good question. 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, I don't see anything. Why's that? Oh, you could never be in. Maybe I just haven't hit enough of these cleanup bits here, or I missed something. Yeah, that's what it was. Because that's going to say this has to be here. And then one of you and one of you, so you're out. Well, has a little bit of something. Nothing spectacular, but that does come back and tell us the 2 now. Which does now tell us this guy has to be in. Okay. You're done. One of you 2. One of you 2 still. Don't know which one of these is good to go yet. We know you're here. We don't know which one you go to. One of you will be... You're a corner. Just noticed you. You're a corner. This guy can't be in now, because that's going to give us our 3. There we go. That's gonna get what we need. There we go. Good. One of those 2. I actually don't know that one. We knew that one couldn't be in. The 2's done. Oh, this 2 is done. There we go. That's what we needed. So it is you. Good. That forces the 1, which forces you, which forces you. The 2 is done, which means this guy has to go here and here, which means the 3 has to be finished. Perfect. Not too bad. That wasn't a big one anyway. Let's get on to the next one real quick. And let's roll. Let's see. Corner there, as I notice while I'm moving through these guys. Okay, let's start looking at our clues. You and you can't be in. You can't be in. I don't think we can say about you guys. You and you can't be in. Not you. Not you, okay. Let's see what else we got then. You couldn't be in. Again, I'm kind of missing some of these cleanup spots, I guess. You. Maybe that's all it really is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, now that means you can't be in. I don't know if that's the entirety of it, but it's something, right? What about you guys? No, not necessarily. You guys. Okay, I'm kind of flailing around here today for some reason to find some of these. Okay, let's step back and trying to be so quick about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's these two can't be in. That's what we needed. That's going to force these two. That's going to mean you go here. One of you has to be, so you're both out. Good. There's a little bit of something to work with now. Okay, what else does that tell us? You're there, you're there. These 3 have to be in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these guys have to go. This can't be in. You can't be, you can't be. 1, 2, 3, 4. That 4 we know is done. You can't be in anymore. So one of you two, so both of you are. All right, you just have to go there. So that actually we had these guys kind of set already. I just didn't notice them. You. There we go. Missed the chain reaction there. This is the last of the 3. No, not you. And one of those will be in for the 4. This 3 is now good to go. So let's put all those in, which is going to force you guys. You 2, you can't be in, so you are. That's going to finish this 2 and you. All right. Pack completed. Next one up. All right, let's get these 2. Let's try to get this pack done and the no grass. I think that's kind of what I said to start with. Again, we're gonna do what we gotta do. 3, 4, 5. This 5 is just done. Let's click on all of those. It's gonna put you here. You're there, you're there, you're there. You can't ever be in. Okay, let's try some other areas. Get all this stuff out of here. What about this 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of these can go. No, you could still be, actually you can't be because of the 3. So that's going to force this 4. You're there, you're there, you're there. You are there, so you have to go here, which forces you and you. The 2 is done. That's going to force this guy to go here. You there. Okay, that 4 we know is done. Those are all good to go. The 3 here, now we can put these in. You go away, and so do all of you. That guy could never have been in. Only one more left over here, but both of these have to go, so they will, and that's going to be the last of you, so put you. 3 is done, corner, you have to be in, you. And then these 2 are the finals. Good, that one went pretty well. Let's see if we can do this second one in this pack quickly too. Let's start with the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Let's get rid of all this stuff, and then we'll see what that opens up for us. One of those two, so all of you are out. Corner, get rid of this stuff we don't need. You are out. And, okay, let's try this 5 maybe. 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. Again, go back through and get rid of everything. Not you. You had to be in. You. Get all those guys. Good thing I noticed that guy, because it would have completely thrown this off. Alright, let's keep rolling one of those two we know, so these guys are all out, and all of this stuff can go. So let's do that. And we'll get this stuff cleaned up, and then we'll go back to it. We'll get it mostly cleaned up, I should say. Alright, let's now think about what's going on through the rest of this. These guys are out. You have to be in. One of those two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1 there. 4 there. The 6 is done. What the 4? Yeah, there it is. Let's get those guys in, which forces this 1. Which now can give us a little bit more work on the 4. But just a little. Again, the 5 there, the 6 is done, the 3, yeah, we can get rid of you 2. That will tell us the 1, which should finish our 4. And finish this guy down here. You have to be in, which forces you, and that's going to set off a nice chain reaction. All of those, corner. Good, 3, 1, 4 done, 5 good. 4 we can do, because these two both have to be in. You and you have to be in. The 5 is now good to go. The 1 is done. That's going to force the rest of this stuff to work. Put those in. Now let's clean up this side here. You're there, you're there, you're there. You have to be in, which forces you and you. Hello, I double-clicked. Please go. All right, that pack done. We're not doing too bad. We got a no grass one we can jump into. This is 7x7, 8x8. We should be able to get through these decently. So let's give it a look. 1, 2, 3. All right. Good to go. That 1 is done, so you have to be in. Those are all done now, which means one of you has to be in. And what else does it say? It actually just tells us this guy here has to be you, which then tells us you have to be you. Which gets rid of all those, so you have to go there. That finishes the 1. You have to go here. There. Alright. Uno más, por favor. Alright, let's see this 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's put them all in. That's going to force you. You there, you there, you there. Let's just put those in now. Can we jump into this 4? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yes, we can. Good. The 0 means one of you two has to be for him, and it can't be you, because if you are, what do you put here? So you have to go there. And what about this 1 now? Because all of those are, so it's one of these two, and it can't be you, so it's you. You have to just be there. This guy just has to be there. That finishes that guy. This 3 and 3 are done. And you. There we go. Take that. No grass. We can actually, and I was going to say we can go into the next one, but I don't want to get into the 12x12. That's going to take a while. So we got through a ton of stuff today, and we did it in about normal-ish time, just over a half hour. So happy with that. Anyway, that was, of course, today's daily on Christmas Day, Christmas morning that I'm recording this. But if you see this later, I'm sure you've got more important things to do than watching me on Christmas morning. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed it, and have a great, great day in the rest of your holiday season, no matter what it is you celebrate. So with that said, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.